Hey, how's everybody doing? This is JJ with Deluxe Vehicle Detailing and Paint Correction here in beautiful Clearwater area, Florida. This Maserati just got dropped off. It's a 2011 GT 4.7 convertible. And you know how I love convertibles. There she sits. Just cleaned her up a few days ago now. Gonna sit outside. This is Thursday afternoon, September 18th. She wants this to look as close to factory new as possible. This is the trunk carpet deck area that covers the batteries, passenger, two backs. It was a long time ago, and I mean like 3 months ago, when I did a paint inspection on this. I just thought about something. I'm gonna pop the hood with you because I looked at it when she came by after I directed her to pick up the paint. And this woman lives waterfront in St. Petersburg. Her home is beautiful. And she has a Range Rover, but this is her secondary car. It was in the garage during both Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton. And water came into the garage. She said it did not get as high as the doors in her garage. This wheel, it's a very interesting looking wheel. I don't know who did what. If you have ever seen anything like this in a wheel, you can tell me all about it. I found wheels in San Diego on eBay for $2,000 for a set of immaculate 2007 Maserati GT convertible wheels. And no, she said she's gonna wait. I'm like, look, if you want me to ceramic coat everything, let's get the wheels sent to my house. This is paint that's all missing here. And the hood, let's see if we can see that any better. I've got my paint correction light. I'll go to the other side and do that. So anyway, this is a sweet machine. Rather dirty and neglected. I sent her, and she picked up at Noir Bluette. Base black, white. I don't know if I was even showing you that. I was looking at it. Everything here is sticky. You can see the gummy effect of there. Look at this clock area. It's all degraded, and everything, even the vent plastics. I've seen some pretty bad sticky plastics and stuff, but yeah, this one's special. They're all special that come to me. 4.7 Maserati. Trunk area is, fine. She's got some serious things going on with this paint right above my finger. I'm in the sun, it's hard for me to even see the screen, but yeah. Here, let's try this on this spot here. Anyway, my pneumatic 50 SL says rut row. Kind of neglected. Kind of some damage. kind of, I took my finger, it was several minutes ago, and I was like, man, that's really cloudy. And I put a glove on and just sprayed some O&R on it and just lightly pushed against that. I'm polishing out the whole car, so like it's not really mattering, but yeah, let's see, water spotting. This thing looks like it was through a hurricane, and when that happened, trust me, I saw a lot of hurricane damage. Let's see if we can get that. Really, I don't like the way that looks. Here's a beauty there. So, you know, this is what I specialize in. This motor is just absolutely, looks like it's never, ever been cleaned. So, some stuff here. What I told her is it looked like two cats got in a fight on her hood. And she said, that is possible. And I said, well, here's a beauty. It's nice. So, yeah, so I'm gonna it's Thursday. I told her I'd have it done by Monday. She said, keep it as long as you need to do everything you can. And that's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna bust ass. I just had an assistant working with me for a week. She is no longer working with me as of last night. After a beautiful day of fishing on the beach and catching tons and tons of Spanish mackerel. You seeing what I'm seeing? Good Lord. Anyway, I love my customers. They keep me busy. With my last three cars have been a Mercedes 6.3 SL twin turbo, a Range Rover SHE, and a BMW 330i. Let's take a look at this paint here. Come out into the sun a little bit. Anyway, they color match the paint. They bring a, camera machine out, and, I told her 2011, this metallic black is probably, got some problems. Anyway, Genuine Parts over on Ulmerton Road. There's a rumor they've closed. I actually went to a new paint shop today just to see what they had to say, but they'll only make me a quart of paint, and I'm like, nah, it's not gonna work. But I talked to the girls over at something Enterprises, Mid-County Enterprises in Pinellas Park / Largo area down off 49th Street if you're local. They carry a lot of stuff. They've got, a lot of sandpaper, and I picked up, they have Buff and Shine pads there. So I got some compounding pads, some polishing, finishing type pads. This Ferracula, yeah, cutting wool pad. I always need 3-inch pads. And even though this says it's a carpet, carpet, I don't have my glasses on, but you can read it. I'll probably use this in there. Yeah, floor mat brush. Hey, I have floor mats. Brush, I scrub you. I scrub you in the general direction. I crush you. I thought it looked like maybe a pretty good tire brush, but maybe I should try it for a matte brush first. Decent handle, but cheap Chinese crap. Like, I looked on Temu for the first time. I gotta tell you, I just thought I'd grab a hand vac, just, been in and out of the car. It's, all polished, but I'm doing the ceramic on the inside or, you know, whatever. And I thought, oh, just something with the light, got some power, you know, portable, it'd come in handy, right? I had an old one and it kind of cracked away. Sorry, I'm sweating profusely. It's fucking the end of September. It's still like 90. So, in fact, let's look. Yeah, pretty close to 90. 62%. I've got my new battery set up here for my new micro polisher, my clicker to turn on and off the video off this iPad, my microphones, a couple batteries for the new polisher. This headlamp, it is the shit. I've had it for a year or two. My flamethrower goes onto my polishers. All of my polishers have the little, you know, nut knob kind of thing for the C handles, whatever they're called. I never use them. There's the charger for the Astro pneumatic. The growing collection of bottles. I was throwing them all out for a while, and I thought, well, why not make a decoration? And now I pull people in to see, you know, my grandfather's Hudson dealership service, and, you know, another service that he had. I've shown those in other videos. But thank goodness for this fan right now. Oh my God, it's like a north wind, and it's just ripping through the garage. So I just blew this out to get all the dust and debris before I, you know, polish. So that's my turbo works that I use for dirty stuff, and then this is only used for paint. But I'll tell you, 800 SCFM cubic feet per minute. That thing is a beast. So I'm about to blow this out with the Tornador Black. I've got the I think I set it down, but I've got the new Fernado combination of blowout tool that's kind of a micro. You squeeze the handle right in it, all compact and everything. And then it's got the Ferraris Pro 2 that attaches to it, so you can get sand up and blow it out before you vacuum. And the beach is that way. And it's about 1.5 miles, but I'm 55 feet above sea level, so feeling pretty safe in the hood. And everything is pretty quiet around here. And I'm about to make some noise. Here's my fishing chairs from the beach. And I'm about to get to work here. So anyway, I thank you for being with me as always. I'm gonna give you a little bonus feature because we're close. We're like, I hope you consider yourself to be, at least on an internet level friendship with me. There's the boys. Should probably do that. There's Apollo, my black little. Hey, boys, sit up, sit. Listen, sit, Zeus. There's Zeus, my black lamb. He's a good boy. There's Apollo, my plot hound. He's a good boy. He went gray in the face his first year. He's not old, but actually he's like, 9 or 10. He's getting up there. Here's the real bonus feature. Excuse me while I reach into my refrigerator here. This is impromptu, but then again, sometimes my whole life is. Spanish mackerel on ice in the fridge, caught yesterday on Indian Rocks Beach with the bait schools pushed in with an incoming tide. And actually, most of the time there was a east to west wind, so I threw the cast net one time. I got about 30 greenbacks or white bait, whatever you prefer to call them. And I don't know if I showed my detailing cabinet in a while. All kinds of organized chaos in here. All my painting and wet sanding, my pink respirator stuff, compounds, polishes, waxes, Meguiar's Express synthetic spray wax. Boom! Cheap and does good. And I gotta say, man, this wheel wax, I am impressed. I'm using it on the M car. Bunch of stuff, bunch of acids, a bunch of car wash. I don't ever use. Bunch of dressings and stuff in gallons, carpet stuff, sanding, metal, clay lubes, and prep stuff, iron fallout remover. I use these sponges to clean headliners. I'm going to show that trick sometime soon. Whole bunch of stuff. Everything is very organized and always kept in the same place. This is the stuff I need to grab for like every detail, like basically this. So nice level to grab. I got a bunch of stuff. Super clean. Just sent me a whole bunch of stuff for free. And that's my O&R in a 5-gallon bucket. That's my O&R with half cup of Road Warrior by Superior Products. That stuff is good. Man, does it eat through road grime, and it's safe for decals for truckers. Distilled water, big jugs of stuff, Dark Fury, all made up in a big 2.5 gallon container. So anyway, I thank you very much. Tackle boxes need to be cleaned, and I will be with you again, my friends. I'm gonna let the dogs out. Yeah, where is the other star of the show? Huh. Well, oh, I didn't see her. I'm giving some extra bonus, kind of just personal stuff. I drive everyone absolutely insane with my long videos. Hi, baby. Are you gonna say something? Oh, thought so. Yeah. She's super affectionate. So anyway, I thought I'd just kind of show you the home, show you the animals, and I will be making a huge announcement once I get a few more things squared together, because I am going to scale my idea of deluxe vehicle detailing and paint correction, which I started back about, I don't know, 12 years ago. I mean, I've been doing this since '77, but down here in Florida, when I went and actually, formed a business and got official, and, my accountant's happy with everything. I've been at one level 3 days a week, and it's cars like this that are gonna make me reach for a little bit more. Since we're at 18 minutes, I'm probably gonna make this part 1. It'll be the before video. I don't think I'm going to video a lot because I've done a lot of videos. My last one was how to ceramic coat an Audi A7. And it's gotten shit for views for weeks. So nobody seems to care how to ceramic coat a 2011 Maserati, blah, blah, blah. So, so if you don't care, I don't care. But I'm going to do a bunch of stuff, and I'll be with you at some point. I may show you my secret paint method. Maybe not. I don't know. See what I feel like in a couple days. Anyway, thanks for being with me as always. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please like, share, comment, tell me that I talk too much, blah, blah, blah. Hey, man. Oh, maybe it's out back. I'm going to say, I just had a cup of espresso that I saved over from this morning, and I bought a 12-pack of Monster Energy drink the other day at Walmart. So, I've got plans, and I'm gonna share them with you. But it's gonna be pretty cool. Just looked at a ProMaster Dodge for sale today, and I just looked at a 10,000 square foot facility where I can do wraps and PPF and tinting and have a crew, and I'm following along the lead of somebody named Anthony Santiago on detailing for money. So we're gonna go have lunch. I'm gonna meet in person the real Anthony Santiago, who's starting to do like some kind of school or something. I don't have much time for Facebook groups. I wish I did, but I am just rocking busy with my personal training business and this business and some girls that have entered my life lately. So anyway, that's the way it is, brothers and sisters. 2% of you are female out there. If you're a girl watching this and you give me a nice comment, I'll do something special for you. Oh yeah, I'll do something special, all right. Anyway, peace out. Hey, this is JJ with Deluxe Vehicle Detailing and Paint Correction. Do you have a 2011 Maserati GT that you need some paint restoration on? Maybe polished out, maybe make it shiny, maybe put a ceramic coating on it after I get done polishing it. You know, as well as cleaning carpets, cleaning out the engine bay, and just basically doing a full, probably be around 30-hour detail, just, cleaning up the popcorn and getting little stains off seats, things like that. I can help you out. And if you really love your car, no matter if it's a Maserati or it's just a, Toyota Celica, I can do it and I can meet your price. And when you next see this car, it'll be all detailed and ceramic coated inside and out. Wait for that. And share, do things you need to do to help whatever media you're seeing this on grow. Hey, how's everybody doing? This is JJ with Deluxe Vehicle Detailing and Paint Correction here in beautiful Clearwater, Florida. I would like to thank the fine people of Super Clean. They make some great products when you are doing some dirty work. And they are located in Eagan, Minnesota. That is Super Clean Brands LLC. And they offer their products in a wide variety of areas and ways to get your hands on some. Or you can go to superclean.com and all your answers will be there. So I've got a spray product in a pump type sprayer with a trigger. It offers a stream of the cleaner, or also you can turn this and you will get kind of a wider fan, a misting action. Or you can use the aerosol itself, which is great for engine bays. So let me back you up a little bit here. This is a Maserati Gran Turismo 4.7 liter with the supercharger. And I'm doing some work on this car, and I'd like to just kind of take you in a little bit here. This engine bay has been detailed, and I'm going to show you that there's just some dirt down there. There's some places that are hard to reach. I will be taking the oil fill cap off and very carefully getting some of that dirt. And we want to brighten up this beautiful red. My cloth is a little bit in the way there, but there's just some places that are hard to reach. When you're cleaning an engine bay, when you start with the top and clean this felt material and get into the hinges nice and tight, and you want a variety of brushes. So here's my selection on brushes. Standard beat up brushes, some toothbrushes, some smaller brushes. Go into your favorite woman's makeup area, borrow some things, I've even got this nice little tight dental toothbrush. And so you just want to be able to get in there and scrub. The Super Clean is going to do a great job at dissolving the dirt and the grime, but you're going to want to have some supplies on hand to mop up any residual areas. I don't want that dripping down into tight areas. Get my light on there a little better. And and then you'll probably want to, have some water or, something where you can kind of mop up any excess. So have some paper towels, some old rags. I have in the pump sprayer here, I have a rinseless wash that I use in my detailing business. And so that way, anything that gets splattered around, you can cover with some cloths, whatever you choose to do. I do things in a very detailed format. So, this is nice with the aerosol that you can get right into these tight areas and get some cleaner down in there. And it's kind of a foamy action, right? So you can kind of maneuver that with your hand, what have you. Or you can use the spray and get to the surface. Let that sit. You want to let it dwell. Dwell time, very important. Clean up these caps here just so nothing runs down in this beautiful machine. And you can see that the dirt, grease, and grime starting to melt away. I'm going to get that a little bit better. Sorry for my jiggliness here. Let's get some down right where some of that grease and grime is sitting. And what you want to do is you want to agitate after dwelling a bit. Get my camera work here. And just work on the parts, right? You want to scrub them up. Not going to, get into the intensiveness of all that, but you want to dwell, you want to agitate, and then you want to mop up. So you'll come in with your cloth, reach down in where you need to get to. Feels pretty good. And voila. Let's see how we did on our first one there. So you're going to have to, do this, maybe several times. Good lighting is important, and that's the process. But you can see here that I was able to, with my first go, get some of the dirt up out of your engine, and that's what's important. So, again, I take, a little bit of a rinse, shoot some in there, and that's just me. I'm a detailer. If you're just in your garage puttering around, probably more than you need to do. But, you'll pull dirt, grease, and grime off your motor, and that's the name of the game. So, again, I thank Super Clean for sending me these products. I use them all the time in my business. You can use them on grimy tires, wheels, engine bays, wherever you've got dirt. Super Clean is there to help. So I thank you for being with me. Excuse me. And until next time, enjoy making your vehicles beautiful, and be sure and check out Super Clean. They've got a lot of great products. Thank you. I've been making a lot of progress on various parts of the vehicle because just about every single part needed it. And these carpets were really bad. So I put my Edict Endeavor $6,000 heated commercial extractor to work some of the staining I've just been in there too long. Excuse me while I change hands here. I'm going to have a shadow cast. It's morning and I've got to get going. But this product that I picked up at Ollie's, right? I usually use, I can't even remember the name, but I generally grab for, upholstery and floor mat and carpet, stain guard, hydrophobic, ease of cleaning. It's just like using a ceramic coating on your floor mats. And I know there are fabric, Dr. Beasley's and stuff like that out there. Anyway, just a quick little, seeing these in the bright sun. They've had days to dry. I've kept them in my air-conditioned garage while I'm doing other work. And the client picks up the car tomorrow afternoon. So, just put a nice thick line, and I just worked my way down, in spray pattern on mist, probably about, 3-4 inches wide. Just went down, coated everything. Then I took that microfiber and wiped off all of the, where they snap in and all of these very nice edges. These Maserati car mats are, high-end. I work on high-end cars, but something that you'll see in high-end cars is really nice floor mats. So they were filthy. I got them as clean as I could. I used a number of different types of cleaners. Some of the stains were just really intense. But, I did what I could do. And they look 1,000 times better. And now they're going to stay that way because they're protected with the Rust-Oleum Never Wet, which Ollie's had it, and I believe it's $2.99. Yeah, $2.99. Check that. That is a deal. And, you got to save where you can save, right? Because that's more money in your pocket. Time is money. It goes on fast. It lasts a long time. All right. Okay, so I'm taking you along with the process on this car. I'm going to shut my door here. Look how close. I swear my parking in this garage gets better and better. I like to add little tips and tricks in my videos. This is my hanging mouse. And the hanging mouse allows me, when I first pull a car in, to, get an estimate of where I am in the garage. Get back where you belong, mouse. Maybe a little tough with one hand. My videoing is continuing to get better, but still not great. So anyway, I started on this car on Thursday. It's Monday. She is keeping me to, the Monday afternoon pickup, which I wish I had another couple days with this car. However, I just sent several long text messages. So things have progressed. I think I'm going to add in a little super clean video I did on the engine bay. So you probably have already seen that. Also, I did a quick video on the carpets. Now they're just waiting to re-enter. I always put carpet to carpet side down. And I know my lighting's not great. Yeah, backside of those carpets. Probably could have used a little scrubbing, but anyway, I'm trying to get done. I'm about to wet sand this horrific spot on the hood. The rest of the hood, I didn't count how many rock chips. This is what the underside. I have done touch-up painting and clear coat application on this vehicle, and it was somewhere around 250 areas, let's just call them. Everything I micro polished already. The thin parts I hand polish these particular, if you are actually doing a Maserati, underneath these mirrors, there's nowhere to really get to. My micro polisher, my 3-inch, all that, it's a little tough. I polished out the side mirrors. I polished out the tops. This edge right here is horizontal and then takes a mean turn, as you can see. So sometimes, you hand polish. I polished by hand all around here. Now I'll get the polisher up in there, but I like to just, in small, tight areas, get in all your lettering by hand. Oh, I've got some polish dust down there. There was a real nasty, maybe the lighting, yeah, there's pretty good. So that was real nasty, jagged, and then underneath the jagged, there was a big scratch over the M in Maserati. You can see my clear coat. Now, I haven't wet sanded or polished or anything yet, so things are going to get better. I'm just, taking you through. There was just, when I say 250, you get the idea. But all the edges of the doors were all just mangled. There was some really bad nail scratch, magnet. Magnet? No, not magnet, but I don't know, stuff everywhere. Fingernails, jewelry marks, just the door cups were hideous. This, I forgot to remove the polish. Just remembered that as I looked at it. Obviously, I touched that somehow in the process, but all the small stuff is taken care of. So I am going to one-step polish this. I told the client that I would be doing some wet sanding, and that mark is a prime candidate. And you can see probably, let's see if I can get all these dots. Let's find out where I am. Anyway, yeah, right. I think I'm just going to use the light on the ceiling. So you can see all those dots, and those dots are fresh clear coat. And there were rock chips everywhere, including next to the cat fight area. But obviously this woman just takes her beautiful car to a drive-through scratch tunnel, and it's hideous. This car is hideous. However, she is hiring me on a regular basis to do maintenance, so this car will continue to bring income, which is important. These wheels are coated. They do have some damage. I'm going to take you in on the worst of it right there. She hit something red. I scraped off most of the red, but some of it wouldn't come out, but it's deep into the gouge. That, I can smooth all that out with some sanding barrels, and I did a pretty deep clean. Now these inner barrels, because it was through a hurricane, these inner barrels are effed. I could have suggested an off-wheel full detail full ceramic coating. However, our real plan was we were either refinishing or replacing these wheels, and I found some for $2,000 on eBay and said, buy these, send them to me, I'll coat them, and then you can, with your Range Rover on pickup, just take them to a tire shop near your house and just have your Pirellis put on the new wheels. They were mint $2,000 with shipping. Didn't get done, and so anyway, I cleaned to the best of my ability the calipers. I refinished these rims. I'm not even going to go into the process and then the polishing. That could be a whole separate video, but Uh, she said we didn't agree on that, and I said, yeah, it's because I wasn't even going to barely wash them, because they were being refinished or replaced. I'm like, nothing. But then, but then, um, you know, I can't let things go. Everything's got my name on it that leaves this shop. This shop has been super comfortable. I just turned off my fans and my AC just for the overall enjoyment of your audio. This is all ready to be coated. The sticky button issue with this and Ferraris of this era of 2011, super terrible. I didn't get inside the vehicle. It was locked when I did my initial inspection. But everything looks like that, and it's hideous. I mean, it's absolutely hideous. I spent a lot of hours of research. If you have a sticky button problem with a Ferrari or a Maserati or another Italian car, or even BMWs and things get the same thing, I will tell you that the real way is all explained better and shot in video better than I could ever do by a YouTuber called Fix It Tribe. And it's called How to Repair and Fix Your Sticky Button Issues on a Maserati Gran Turismo. If you look that up on YouTube, my friends, you will find a 3-part, they're not all together, not like I try to do with part 1, part 2, part 3, are all together, and it's a very in-depth discussion of taking the door panels off, taking the dash apart, which I'm completely capable of. I have all the tools. I do customization work. I've been doing it since I was like probably before I started detailing. And, I've replaced speakers and backup cameras and, I've done all kinds of stuff. I don't film it. I'm usually at someone's house or, what have you, just like helping out someone. Or I explored like having a division of customization, and I'm putting a plan together to do just that. As I have mentioned, I've got some upscaling I'm going to do, but everything's pretty good here. The carpets are horrendous. I never saw the carpets before it was dropped off. And anyway, a lot of coffee. Just looks like a cup of coffee went over the side there and no one wiped it up or cleaned it or anything. I waterproofed the top with a Sunbrella product called Fabric Guard. It is super awesome. So the top it was already in beautiful shape. I don't know if it's a replacement top or not, but anyway, that's all good. I'm at another 11 minutes. There's my girl. I've been listening to some reggae this morning and drinking some espresso, of course. So anyway, just taking you along. I got to get to polishing. I just treated all the rubber seals with this product. Super awesome. Here's how I do all my touch-up painting, this and other things. I've got rubber parts that have all been cleaned, and I got to polish this thing out and coat it and finish the interior, and with the steamer, with the Scrub Ninjas, with isopropyl alcohol to prep it, even though they're already cleaned and been wiped down, with panel prep, which is a solvent, which is awesome on leather that you're about to coat. It's kind of like level 10, and it really takes a lot of body oils, grime, seats. Everything on the interior was a total cluster F, and when it leaves here this afternoon, it's going to be better. I'm waiting on a phone call. The guy's supposed to be here between 7:30 and 8 to drop off a Toyota Tundra. I got to get this thing out. I got to get the Tundra really just in the driveway because it's just a standard interior exterior with, I think, wax, no big deal. So anyway, keep the money coming in and keep enjoying making your vehicles beautiful. I think the next shot probably will be me in the driveway with the finished product. If there's time, who knows? I'm down to the wire. Things did not go as planned with, I thought maybe I'd have this car for a couple weeks, honestly. It needs it, but she said, I told her it would be done Monday, and so today's Monday, and it will be. Always make your customers happy. Be sure and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Bing! And hit the all, and that way you'll always see all my super new great videos. I probably have a filming studio coming up in the near future. You know, the 10,000 square foot place I looked for my detailing enterprise doesn't look like it's going to be a winner, but it's not out yet. And so one last little look, see if I can get, yeah, all my dots, right? So these were all missing paint. And although they look pretty hideous, I've got 6 levels of polishing and like 3 levels of touch-up. And this woman wants to keep her price where we put it. There's a hair. And so it will be. And so I've done a lot of extra stuff. And until Zelle hits my bank, I don't think I'm going to know what I'm getting. But I'm doing my best because that's what I do, right? Anyway, thanks for being with me. I appreciate all of you. All of you are important to me. And anytime that I can help you out with anything, you can always just give me a text and set up a scheduled call, 727-742-7867. And, you know, if you're a detailer and stuck with something, I'll help you out. If you're a potential client and want to fly me to Hawaii and work on your car, I'm all about it, man. Room, board, and plane ticket. I'm there. All right. I'll see y'all. Flip side. Maybe someday I'll edit. Just in case anybody is actually working on a Maserati convertible, this pre-cut bag, I should say sheet of, I think it's 4 mil. It's, you know, it's thin, but it's not too thin. I've got it marked out with marker lines that say things like front and show you where the middle is, and have lines across here for God only knows what. But it's kind of universal. I've used it on my car. I used it on the Audi A7 convertible. I used it all kinds of places. And when you're polishing or about to polish, as I am, you know, I cut some little pieces of, I don't know what this was from, but you can see it's, you know, pretty thin, kind of flexible, kind of goes where you need it. Sorry about my shitty camera work, but magnets from Harbor Freight, boom. Like $10 for a big thing of them, get 2 packs, and then you, while you're polishing, or while you're ceramic coating, or while you're, you know, blowing out an interior of the car, and, you know, you've already got a clean top, or whatever the occasion is, they're all different, you know, and keep everything secure. I've got that top locked down, waterproofed, with this umbrella product. So anyway, this thing is about to get wet sanded. Beautiful condition of this paint. It's flawless. I don't even have to polish before ceramic coating because, I mean, that's as clear as it gets. This entire vehicle it's like a museum piece. And I really don't have to do anything. I'll probably just, you know, throw some spray wax. Let's see the difference here. My, can't find the light. Anyway. Yeah. That's my foil from the air conditioning system. It always plays havoc with my vision. But anyway, you know, the micro polisher, I continue to love the SPTA. I've got a video out, I've got a short out, I've got all kinds of, you know, TikTok, Snapchat, Reels on Facebook. I made like a little, yes, 1 minute. I made a 1 minute video. It was extremely difficult for me. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna wet sand and I'm gonna polish this thing out. Actually, after all the claying and stuff, I mean, aside from, obviously, I was kidding, all the, you know, the holograms and swirls and rids. The rids are now pretty much all covered in either paint and clear coat or just clear coat. 250, you know, flaws in this car. I did what I could do, but I'm on a real time crunch, so I gotta go. I will see you back at some time. Little bonus footage. I thought, maybe somebody would wonder how that's done. Anyway, carry on. You don't get fine quality audio. My fans and AC are running. It's getting late. I'm under the gun. I am just starting the wet sanding. I'm gonna be here in hours. Even though I kind of sent her a text hours ago, I haven't heard from her. And I said, hey, look, I said maybe it would be done on Monday, but she's pretty headstrong on getting it today, because I said Monday, and you know, before the paint was clean. You know, we're gonna do what we gotta do. It's at this point, it's kind of a rush job, but this is all the wet sanding I'm doing. It's, you know, 250 marks, imperfections, scratches, rock chips, just everything all over the place on this car. And yeah, so I'm doing what I can do in the time and for the money allotted. You can see all those little dots in the center. That's the little clear coat I put on top of the paint, or some of them, not paint. And that's how you do it, man. It's all about taking stuff out. So this is all 2000 grit. I am going to, I have these Trizac 3M products. This is Abralon. Maybe I show it to you. Abralon 2000. Then I'm going to go over it with the Trizac 3000. Then compound polish. So it's all going to look beautiful. This paint was running like 190 to 215 microns. So it's real beefy Italian clear coat. And now I just got to go 2000 and go 3000 and get it all fixed up. And there you go. So I just wanted to bring you in on that real quick. Thanks. Okay, just finished the second sanding stage with the 3000 grit. A lot of bird poo marks and all kinds of crazy stuff. And it is what it is. I'm trying to make it look pretty damn good. And I think it's going to, but I keep finding things and seeing things and thinking I'm ready to pull the rotary out, and then I'm like, wait, I could do better. And yeah, well, anyway, it is what it is. I'm gonna go back and grab my sanding block because I see stuff that I wanna hit harder. But it's basically just here and the hood. The rest of it looks fine, and that's the way it's gonna be. Also, I forgot to mention that on my sanding blocks, I have an interface pad They're easy to find online. Take a little of the aggression out, and it allows you to get in. Oh, dripping. Ugh. Tell you about my night last night. But anyway, it's yeah, it's a good way to go.